Welcome to Unlimited Lives, everybody. The After Dark edition in Brooklyn, New York.
Wow.
With Ian, my co-host, Matt Radlow, our other co-host.
What's up, Duty Daddy?
It's been a long time since we've heard that line.
It's been too long. We're broadcasting live from the Ian and Matt cave.
Yeah, it's a man cave, definitely.
Pretty cool that I made that theme song all myself, right?
Guys, check it out. Looks like I have a halo on
I
the
didn't
stream.
really.
Do you
I
see
mean,
that?
you are very
You
angelic.
see this like beautiful glowing orb of energy?
You're
Maybe
a
I just had an idea. I don't know.
You're a beautiful boy, and that's why you do it. Welcome to the chat. Thanks everybody for joining the chat as I mess with this stupid thing. Oh my god, I can't.
So what is up, Duty Daddy?
I don't know. Yeah, what's
I
up,
asked
man?
you.
No, just chilling. Playing
Yeah, man,
games,
it's been-
you know.
Matt, it's been way too long.
Yeah, it has been a long time.
I don't like it. I don't like that it's been that long.
It's been like the proverbial my penis.
Way too long.
It's been a bit.
I love it. I love it.
You gonna slap at a bass tonight?
Is that something I do?
Yeah, you slap at a bass.
Yeah, I'll slap at a bass.
Don't you remember?
You know, if they're asking for it, I'm gonna do it. Oh wait, we have a bass.
We do.
We do have a
and you
bass.
can't slap it at.
Do you want to slap at a bass?
Yeah.
Pretty cool.
We're good like bass video game like musics.
Mega Man and bass.
Oh, that's right.
Remember the Mega Man where you played as a different guy named Bass in it too?
Bass and treble.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember them.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
They were fun. It's really uncomfortable how I'm sitting.
Because like we're getting this weird 3/4 angle on your face.
Yeah, I almost have to just watch you guys on the screen. We have a TV in front of us with the image, and I almost want to.
But it's
watch
also
you.
weird because if you're watching us on screen, we're like not looking at the camera. It's like
Yeah.
Are we
Yeah,
supposed
does
to
it-
be looking at the camera? I thought it's cool not to look at the camera.
No. I mean, you could look wherever you want.
I'm just gonna look at you the whole time, just so you know. There's always gonna be at least 2 eyes on you. Just be comfortable with that.
just feeling that stuff. It was great, man. Last night, me and Jeff, I had Jeff do Tattoo Assassins with me and Clay Fighter. Usually the solo
Ooh.
episodes are just me, but Jeff loves Tattoo Assassins.
Oh wait, you just talked about them. You didn't play them.
No. I don't know if we did play it. I'd have to ask Brian McGinnis because Brian was the one who kind of what is it? I think he played. It was an unreleased arcade game,
Tattoo Assassins. Yeah.
and it was
It was
like,
like a Mortal
I played
Kombat.
it. I played it with you.
Tattoo Assassins.
Yeah.
There's
didn't
no
play it,
way.
did we?
It's Raspberry Pi.
Oh shit! I think
oh
you're right.
shit,
We
maybe
definitely
that's
have
where I
played it.
Yeah, on the
Oh
Raspberry
crap!
Pi.
I feel like a horse's arse.
Yeah, the title screen is like just like a guy's back tattoo, and you just
Pretty awesome.
Yeah, we talked about it last night, and it was really fun. But it was we had him record on his end, and then there was all audio problems, and I think it's me, and I'm like, I think I'm cursed because there's always nothing was working on Matt's end,
Especially, it made me especially mad to find out that the recurring echo problem was on your side
that was
because there was
a
like a
button.
thing that said make sure there's no echo, and TJ had it off, and he goes, I thought it was supposed to be off.
I turned it off. It was really stupid that I did that.
What do you guys think? Do you guys think it's time for a new Clay Fighter game? Would you play a new one?
Would I play a new
mean,
Clay Fighter? Clay Fighter?
Yeah.
Come on.
My nickname in high school was Bad Mr. Frosty, which is
You-
pretty cool. It's because I used to go to school and buy everyone Frosties
Where was the bad part?
They were all wrong.
because I was really bad at sports.
Wait, so those don't correlate the two at all. It makes no
Yeah,
sense.
Bad Mr. Frosty. Also, my initials are MR, so
Oh,
it all works out.
Oh, Mister.
yeah,
that is
that's
true.
true. Yeah.
That is true. Yeah.
Clay Fighter 2, I always remember, is it literally had the laziest names for every single character. It would
Yeah,
be, there was
Blob.
like the
Yeah,
blob.
the blob.
uh,
Blue suede
Taffy.
goo.
the only clever one was there was a rabbit who was like an Arnold. No, that might have been in 63 and a third.
Yeah,
Which
that's
was
what
for
I think.
64.
There was like a banana whose name was Nanner. There was
Let's
like
see.
a octopus whose name was Octo. It was just like they literally had one meeting with the least creative person in there. Like,
I was
what would you name an octopus? I don't know. Octo? Great. Let's do it.
It was Bad Mr. Frosty, Dr. Kiln.
In 2, I guess he was the boss.
Yeah, Goo Goo.
Gugu was a baby. Clever, huh?
Very
Oh,
close.
Hoppy. Yep. Ian's
Poppy
right.
was a rabbit.
Very.
Guess what kangaroo was?
Rue.
It was kangaroo. Oh, hold on. It was Kangoo. Guess what he was?
A kangaroo.
And yeah, that's correct.
There was a kangaroo. Guess what his name was? I mean, there was a guy named Kangoo. Guess what he was?
Who else did I say? Oh, it looks terrible. It looks. Oh, the bunny was Hoppy. Hoppy was like a Rambo kind of guy.
Well, the original name for him was Trigger Hoppy, which was at least clever.
Yeah.
And then they were probably like,
They probably couldn't fit it.
Well, they probably were like,
we
we
need
don't
something
want...
shorter.
He also has a motorcycle. The front of his bike has Bad Mr. Frosty's head on it.
Oh shit, he killed Bad Mr. Yeah, because I don't know if Bad
Whoa.
Mr. Frosty was in the second one.
I don't think he was. Want to become famous?
But
What is it,
there's
that real?
so much demand
Yeah,
for him
you're
that they
getting a
brought
spam
him
bot.
back.
Oh, cool. Spam. Oh, cool. This is why you guys need a mod. I know, Alpha Monkey. 100%.
Can we make Alpha Monkey a mod?
Yeah. Anyone want to be a mod?
Yeah, you want a
'Cause
mod?
I'm too lazy right now. What do I have to do to fix the wanna become famous?
I don't know. I'm not entirely sure that's a spam bot. That might be super legitimate. We just got a message in chat with every single vowel, just so you guys know, and several consonants have accent marks on them. It says, want to become famous by followers, primes, and viewers on bigfollows.com.
Bigfollows.com.
That's dangerously close to my homepage, which is bigfellows.com. Where I go to look at big, beautiful fellas.
Well, the thing is, this episode is brought to you by bigfollows.com. Just don't go there.
Yeah, we're getting super rich off of big follows.
Yeah, guys, don't go there. But we're sponsored by Big Follows. All right, so sorry, if you watch on YouTube, you could see me stretching and almost killing myself. Kangoo was a kangaroo. Nana Man was, like Ian said, was a banana with arms and a face. Octahead, guess what he is?
I think though I don't think these were their names on the game though. I think it was just like Octo and
Really?
Nana.
The Blob, Tiny. I don't
Tiny
know.
Was that
He's a big
Zangief? Who was that? Oh, that
No,
was
that was,
Tiny.
the bodybuilder
Yeah,
Tiny.
it was also called Clay Fighter 2 Judgment Clay.
Yeah,
That's clever.
that's clever.
That's clever.
The first one, the whole thing was it was supposed to be like a traveling circus.
Yeah.
But,
yeah,
but then that didn't make sense because there was a snowman and a ghost.
I see on the wiki. Oh my god, Ice is Frosty's evil twin. That's a boss. Butch, unlike Tidy.
Wait, Ice
liked-
is Frosty's evil twin, but
Yeah.
he's bad Mr. Frosty.
Well, Ice is good.
Is Ice
my
a
God.
really good guy, or is he like
He's a bad guy.
Oh wow, he must be
Uh,
really bad.
Slick, SLYCK, was the evil twin of Blob. These were all evil twins. Were the bosses.
And even these names suck.
Oh, here's one. Ready? A spoof of Motley Crue song, Dr. Peelgood.
Oh, that's kind of clever.
Yeah,
that's not clever at all.
No,
Just
think
like
about it.
Nana.
It's not Dr. Feelgood. It's Dr. Peel.
Oh,
everyone-
I just got it. Yeah, that's very clever.
Dude, they're all just like Sarge was Hoppy.
Yeah.
Spike was. They're all counterparts.
Those are all the bosses.
Hold on, here rejected characters. Ichabod Clay.
Yeah, he was in the first one.
And he was in the third one too.
Yeah, and
He was
Lucy.
awesome. He was a pumpkin head on a ghost body.
Yep,
Yeah,
and
he
then
was fun.
Lucy was going to be a playable character, but the phone version played Tiny at the last minute.
What was Lucy, a strong lady?
She's a strong lady. Was this the one with claytalities, or was that the third
No, I think
one?
that was the third one.
Yeah, well, that's enough of that. So we did that, but it was
Now we did it now too.
and we did it now too. It was fun just doing it, but I had Jeff. We couldn't get his mic working, and then it was like he has a dog. Like I know that there's like cats here, and their cats are very quiet, but his dog kept going like and then barking, and I had to like every time go in and like audio dry. It's a fun episode, but it was such a pain to like edit. Editing is the worst. That's why if you guys see this machine on YouTube, which is my Rodecaster, this thing does everything. So it's all in here, built in.
Wow, very technologically
So
advanced.
See, it's all built in.
You're right. They don't care. So
Can you
TJ, not
Yes,
spending. What do you do with all your free time now that you're not editing? What do you put that time towards?
Sometimes I play video games.
Do you want to get into news stories?
Very
I think
cool.
Matt's trying to give you an easy segue, and
When I see
you just kind of
segues,
stalled the conversation completely.
when I see segues, I swat them like bees. I'm just like, what? Get out
You
of here.
shouldn't swat bees. Bees will leave you alone. Are you getting stung by bees all the time? Don't
Yes.
swat at them.
Yeah, but if I don't, they're gonna sting me.
No.
No, that's what you're not understanding.
Ugh.
That's what
Teach.
happens.
Cyberpunk's coming out in 2 days, guys. Are you excited for Cyberpunk 2077?
Dude, I'm gonna get the crap out of that game.
Yeah.
I cannot wait.
This is definitely going to be one of the games I don't get for like 3 years. Never.
Why?
Like, you haven't played Cyberpunk? I don't know. I just don't care.
Do you think I'm gonna like it, Ian?
Well, it's like,
Maybe.
did you play The Witcher?
No.
Oh, okay.
It's like an open world, like future,
Is
like
it?
Cyberpunk
It's
game.
The Witcher, but future.
It's the same company.
Yeah, but isn't it like Deus Ex Machina?
I guess I don't.
Deus, dude.
You
Deus
know
Ex,
better than I. 'Cause I don't
Oh,
follow it.
Deus Ex is like one of my favorite games.
The problem is that apparently it's super buggy, and it's like
Well-
initial like review build. They say there's a day 0 patch, which should be called a day 1 patch.
It should be.
But basically, as soon as you get the game, there's going to be a patch ready that takes out some of the bugs, but not all of them. But like, not just little bugs, like, and not just a few. Apparently, it's super, super buggy. Hold on, we have a caller.
We have a caller. Hello, you're on the air?
Hello, am I on the air?
Yes,
Yeah.
hi, you're
Hello.
on the air?
Yeah, but okay. Hey, how you doing?
Hey, how are you? Who's this? This is you called into Unlimited Lives, the international podcast.
This is the
video game.
international podcast.
We have
hotline.
one listener in
This is
Ireland.
the
so it's
international
international.
podcast of pancakes.
Yes. Can we help you, sir?
Yeah. Do you guys want to buy an Xbox?
Oh shit!
Oh shit.
Damn.
Wait, the original
Damn.
Xbox?
Yeah, are you talking about the original Xbox, sir?
Yeah, I bought so many of these by accident the other day.
Wait, the original Xbox, the first one?
Yeah. It said Xbox. I put quantity 500,
Oh,
and I got them.
well, sir. Oh, so
I
you're
got
a scalper?
excited. Yeah.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm not really a scalper per se, but yeah, I'm a scalper.
So did you see that someone was selling 500 Xbox, and what you thought they were Xbox Series X,
Ooh.
but you got so excited you only read the first word and just hit buy all?
I mean, kinda, but look, I was at GameStop.com as I do,
Yes.
Yeah,
checking
A
out
great
the
website.
check,
love that call.
checking out the Funko Pops, you know?
Ooh.
And because I'm a gamer, bro.
Oh yeah,
And,
no, I understand. Gamers usually buy Funko
You
Pops.
can't game without a Funko
No,
Pop.
you can't. If you don't have a Funko Pop on top of one of your systems, you are not
Yeah.
a gamer.
And you can't Funko Pop without a game. If I
No.
find someone with a Funko Pop and they're not a gamer, I beat them.
You
He
beat
does.
them down.
Yes, senseless. So go on. So you're in the
Yeah,
Funko
I
Pop
mean-
section.
Right, I was trying to get the Screech from Saved by the Bell. They were sold out, but I got it anyway through another scalper. Right.
Oh,
You
no.
sold
I'm a
out
gamer.
to Screech from Saved by the Bell Funko.
that's great.
I don't know why it's funny.
Yeah, I don't know why you're
yeah,
laughing. He's a
funny,
gaming icon.
I don't
yeah,
know
right,
because maybe I like Coke better than Pepsi. I'd rather have an Urkel than a Screech Funko Pop.
Okay,
Duh.
well, okay.
Wow.
Well, I have that. I have two of those. I have two. Do you want an Urkel? I have one of those.
Oh yeah, I'll buy an Urkel. If we're buying
you
shit,
want.
I'll buy an Urkel.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Purchase of. I don't want an Xbox. Can you take a picture and can I buy the picture?
Look,
Yes.
guys, girls. Here's what happened.
What
I
happened?
assume it's a girl. So GameStop.com. I got excited.
Yeah.
I put in Xbox. It came up right away. I put quantity 500 just to see.
Just to say,
Right.
Yeah.
Got my mom's Discover card. Boom.
it's a great.
The
card.
order went through.
Great card.
Yeah, it went through, and I was like, "Oh my god!" They came in the mail yesterday, and
Was it a pallet? Was it a
Yeah.
pallet of Xbox?
the guy just kind of threw it at me. He's like, "What the fuck's wrong with you,
Yeah. Oh my God.
idiot?"
Jesus.
Jesus.
Call me an idiot.
Oh, I'm so
So,
sorry.
yeah, nobody's buying these. No one's buying the Series X either. But I figured you guys might know what to do with all this. It's
Well-
the original. It is the original X.
First off, I highly recommend you buy a game called Halo Combat Evolved. You will not regret it.
Yeah.
It is a flagship game.
Oh, it's very good.
It revolutionized first-person shooting.
That is true. Yes, it did. Also, if you're looking at to get the new Halo, that comes out in the fall 2021.
Well, he won't.
Oh man, I feel bad for people who got that and nothing to play.
That's
Yeah.
insane.
It's insane. I can't believe so many pallets. Well, if you could send
I
me a
bought
picture.
500 copies. I just did just now while we were on this
Did you?
call.
Did
I was
you?
inspired.
Of what? Halo
Of
Combat
the
Evolved?
new Halo. Well,
Wait,
I went on
the new
GameStop
Halo.
and I just saw some kind of Halo and I bought 500. I didn't finish reading the title of the game.
Yeah, sir, you should have
So
finished it.
it had.
I
You
see
get it,
why.
it
I just
happened. It
yeah,
happened.
it
Yeah.
happens to all of us.
Well, if you want, it is Christmas season. Maybe you can hand it out to the orphanage down the street.
I tried. They spit in my face. They said these kids don't want this shit.
Oh, gee, oh, Jesus.
Well,
Jeez.
TJ,
Yeah.
what do we have it in the podcast budget to maybe take one of these Xboxes off his hands?
Yeah, I think we do have it in the budget.
Guys, $50 for the whole pound. It's
Oh
yours.
my,
Oh my-
God.
Oh my God,
That's-
it's a Christmas
Miracle.
miracle.
Yeah, we'd like that, sir. Can you say your address on air and we'll come get it?
Yeah. I'm in Brainingsville, TA. That's all I know. I gotta ask my mom.
We'll find
Okay.
you. Well, I can smell Xboxes. I have like a bloodhound nose when it comes to
Yeah.
games.
When Matt was bred for Xbox, sniffing like a truffle pig.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is kind of an odor to these. These things have been in like that plastic GameStop plastic for like
Oh,
12 years. So
good Lord.
yeah.
Yeah.
Well, listen, sir, we'll
Yeah,
come
they're
by.
shrink wrap.
We'll come by and I'll come by and pick them up. As long as
that's
you
cool.
take
Thanks, man.
Google Pay.
I do all the time.
Oh, great.
Great.
You know, I'm going to come by and give you my
I love
Google
that you
Pay.
said Google Pay in a way that it was like this very antiquated way of paying, which is also very modern and accepted by many stores.
We have to use Google Pay because our dad gave us a $50 Google Play certificate.
Yeah. Yeah, I have to use my Google Play money.
Wait, Google Play or Google Pay?
Google
Play. Wait, you can use them interchangeably, right?
Yeah, it's the same.
We're gonna give you 50 downloads of the new Cardi B song in
Yeah.
exchange for 500.
Yeah, is that okay?
Xboxes.
That's fine. That's fine. I can probably unload those
Okay,
to the
good.
orphanage.
Cool.
That's
All
fine.
right, good. Well, we'll see you in Breiningsville, sir.
And Merry Christmas.
Hey, you two guys.
Yes.
Thank you so
Merry
much.
Christmas.
You're welcome, Mary. Wait, why only two
Goodbye.
guys? What? Oh, no, he hung up.
What a successful phone
What
call.
a successful phone call.
Another happy ending.
That was great. That poor gentleman bought too many Xboxes. Alpha Monkey, I see you're in Ireland. Welcome. I mean, you've been here, but thank you for being the Irish person. Anyway, yeah. So we're gonna get those Xboxes.
I can't wait.
I can't wait,
I'm gonna build a chair out of
dude.
10 of them.
I'm gonna build a throne, a game of throne.
Ooh.
Oh,
Is that a segue?
No, my eye hurts from looking sideways.
it looks like there's a lot of news to cover. I'm
Oh,
glad
yeah,
we
there is.
haven't
Let's-
covered any of it so
Yeah,
far.
yeah, these are suggestions. Yeah, Cyberpunk's buggy,
true.
and they're all like, there's a lot of game-breaking bugs. Like, literally, characters won't hit their script. So, like, you'll be sitting there waiting for like the person to do the next mission step, and they'll just be standing there waiting forever. So you have
Oh,
to reload
Jesus.
the game,
Well, if they're having a day zero patch,
which is fixing some, but not all of them.
oh my god.
Apparently, not even most of the bugs.
Yeah, but I'm really excited for that game because I love Deus Ex. And I love cyborgs. And
Guys,
like
I had a
bugs.
day of sex once.
Oh my god, a day of sex?
A day of sex.
Really?
Yeah,
What was it like, dude?
it was wonderful.
Was it?
I was so sore after, but it was
Oh.
wonderful.
I wanna I wish I could have sex, but I have to stop. I have to make sure I don't have sex because then I could reach pure incel level. And then I could be really good at Call of Duty.
Yeah, incels are very good at Call of Duty.
They're
so
extremely good.
I was so good at Call of Duty, and then I got laid, and I just couldn't even remember the buttons.
my god.
You forgot
couldn't
the buttons?
I forgot the buttons. I ended up
You
just
didn't know.
building a throne out of my Xbox.
And if you're one,
Yeah.
yeah, I don't want it, man. I have to just, yeah. I'm like I saw someone who was cute, and then like the next day, I couldn't play it. I couldn't even hold a controller. I held it upside down for like an hour
Because you saw someone
because
cute?
I got a little bit aroused, like a little bit.
Well,
and
that's
I-
not normal. Normally, you have to get laid. I'd go see a specialist.
A gaming specialist? Yeah,
Yeah,
I'll go to my
gaming
local GameSpot.
GameSpot.
Go to my local GameSpot. Go there. Yeah, I want to get I'm down with Cyberpunk.
Forget Funko Pop. Now I'm
Forget
into
Funko Pops. Can I say something controversial?
Yeah.
I think Funko Pops suck.
Fuck you.
I think
But they come
stink.
in so many flavors.
Are you eating them?
Are you not? You know it's made of plastic, right?
Yeah, plastic's edible,
Sweet,
right?
I know for a
sweet
fact
plastic.
there are at least 3 Funko Pops in this apartment who would beg to get a different.
Yeah.
Ooh. Well, listen, the Diva one I like. It's the only
That's
one I
right.
like.
But that doesn't even really count because it's a mech.
Yeah, it's
See?
a mech.
It's like outside of the Funko.
Yeah.
Speaking of mechs, by the way, I just watched an anime called Gurren Lagann.
Oh,
It was
yeah, you wanna
fucking
talk about
amazing,
this?
dude. It was so good.
Talk about it, bro.
The final fight, they're like they're standing on top of a galaxy, throwing other galaxies at each other like they're shurikens.
Really?
It's so fucking crazy.
Oh my god. What is it on? Like, where are you?
You can watch it
watching?
on Hulu or Netflix. It's only 27 episodes. It moves along really at a good pace. It's just very fun, over the top.
So it's either
great.
Hulu or the Flicks.
Hulu or the Flicks. I recommend it. I literally only ever heard of
you
it.
just spoiled it for everyone that was wondering if they were going to throw galaxies at each other.
It's a huge spoiler.
Wait, did you just really spoil the whole thing?
Yeah, they throw galaxies at each other.
Yeah,
Spoiler
it
alert.
starts out with these galaxies, and you're wondering. The first question to ask is, "Will these galaxies be stationary?" And it's the big reveal at the end that you can actually throw them
Oh my
like
God.
projectiles.
Well, I'm not gonna watch it now.
The reason I looked up, like, if you just go around online, you find like these like scale chart comparisons of like, how big's the Death Star compared to like the Borg cube and stuff like that.
What was the answer?
Death Star's bigger than the Borg cube.
True, dog.
But then it's like you start seeing like other ones from like properties you haven't heard of that get like huge. And the biggest one I saw was the Super Tengen Toppa Gurren Lagann, which is 3 or 4 times the size of the universe.
Well, that's
is he like this
impossible.
big gray, like, is he like a gray humanoid?
No, he's sort of like see-through and cosmic looking.
Oh, okay. Because I've definitely seen something like that.
Yeah.
I'm curious.
But I think it's the biggest thing. That's only in the movie version. So if you just watch the regular show, you won't get to see it. But he's 3 or 4 times the size of the entire universe is how
God.
big the mech gets in the movie.
Really?
I'm so into it.
Jeez. Well, I want to watch this. I just don't know how it's spelled.
Gurren Lagann, just like you'd expect.
Oh, G.
Wrong.
Umlaut. J.
Yes, that's Gurren Lagann.
Shit.
Just speaking of mechs.
Dude, I love mechs. Remember Battletech?
Which one is that? Was that the
Battletech
one you
was-
played in the arcade with 2 sticks?
No, I think they were like toys called like Battletech, and it was like mech toys, and then you would shoot them and they would like explode. Like they would do like damage, like you shoot someone in the middle and their arms would like fall off.
Cool.
It was great. Oh, did you find it, man?
Oh, yeah. Anti-Spiral's
That's-
a character
Can
in
I
it.
can I
yeah.
see her? Is that a Spurler? It just looks like a shadow person.
Yeah.
Boo.
It's Anti-Spiral.
Yeah, but I wanted something cool.
Well, one of the people who's that big who's fighting is Anti-Spiral. The other person is the Super Teppa Tengen.
Super
Tengen,
Teppa
Gurren Lagann.
Teppa Tengen? Super Teppa Tang.
Super Teppa Tang.
Teppa Teppa.
Did you ever play that game in the arcade where you have like the 2 sticks?
I know what you're talking about.
Devil sticks?
Yeah.
Yeah, Devil
Yeah,
Sticks.
devil sticks.
Wait.
Those things are cool.
Oh, that's what we're talking about, right?
Devil sticks.
So
Yeah.
like the arcade game.
Yeah, devil sticks.
Not Devil
Oh.
get like 2 sticks. There's like a mech.
Oh,
You have to
like
control it with
probably.
both.
I
Yeah,
hated
I'll
that
do it. I'll
game.
do it so you could be on mic.
It's
You like
too-
this. I
Yeah,
don't
and
know,
you
we
have
can
like the
keep doing it.
thing with the friend.
Ian, do it
the-
again. Yeah. Look what he's doing. Look what he's doing.
He's playing with devil sticks.
Those aren't devil sticks.
thing.
No. You
That's
get
my
10.
all-time high.
Oh man, we keep sorry, the feed keeps cutting out.
Yeah.
Not on the audio. The audio's fine thanks to
It's
this. baby.
TJ's fault because he cheaped out on paying for my internet service this month.
That is
Yeah.
true. You were like, it's 50. I was like, I'll give you 20. And I called Time Warner and haggled.
Yeah.
And then they were like, fine, you get 5 bandwidths. I was like, all right, whatever.
5 bandwidths is not a lot to
No.
last an entire
No,
month.
it doesn't. No, it doesn't. You use it up so much.
I used a bandwidth just in the shower today.
Did you?
Yeah.
Oh God. I remember the Battle Mech. Wasn't it like Dave and Buster's? I remember.
Yeah, it was only at Dave and
wasn't the
Buster's.
thing
TJ's one memory of it at Dave and Buster's was the only machine that ever
Yeah.
existed.
Yeah. What was the
I
one
was
that
like,
you?
isn't it at Dave and Buster's? Like, I don't know where it was in your home.
No, wait.
No, it was at the laser tag place. Duh.
No.
Come on, you fucking idiot.
No, it was
You
at
fucking idiot.
Kahoonaville
Oh.
at the Chamonix Mall.
No, it was in.
You're both wrong.
It was in the arcade in Blackbeard's Cave in Toms River, New Jersey.
No, but it was at the laser tag place. It was called
Oh.
Ultra Laser.
Was that the German place? The laser
the
talk.
laser tag. It was cool. It was one person on each team was like trying to build a piece of IKEA furniture while everyone else was defending him with lasers.
What was the one that you put over your head and you had 2 sticks and then you turn? That was at Dave and Buster's.
It was at other places too. Was the
No,
helmet
no.
yellow? I remember one.
Yes.
Yeah,
And it looked like bug eyes or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah. I can't
Yeah.
remember that.
No,
What was
TJ's
that?
right. That one was at Dave and Buster's.
Yeah, it was
yeah,
always
that's
at
right. It was
Dave and-
only at Dave and Buster's.
I remember when
Log jammers.
log jam. That's what we are.
Damn, they need a log rolling. Like, you know how the old day used to like stand on logs and float them down the river? They need
Shit,
a video game that's a simulation
I
of
would
that.
love that.
That'd
I'm
be
surprised
so
they didn't
sick.
make that when it was like Burger Time, Tapper, and Frogger.
Yeah, that's
They were
true.
like, how about log jammers? And they're like, nah, boring.
It would be like that mini game you always have in a game where you're like trying to run with the thing spinning underneath you and you're trying to stay
I
in the middle. It would be
despise
horrible.
that in every game. That you
Mhm.
do that. I hated that.
Speaking of arcade games, have you ever played the game Lucky and Wild? Did you ever
What is
come
that?
across that machine?
Mm-mm.
Let's have
It
a
was
game.
it was cool. Like one player. It was
Where
like,
was it?
It was only at Dave and Buster's.
Okay, that's fine.
And it was called Lucky and Wild because it's 2 people in a car, and one of them's like a very straight laced guy, and the other one's a little bit wild. He's got wild hair, and it's cool because But if you look
Oh
at
my
the,
God.
if you
It's like Matt's right. The one guy is like blue. Number one, he had dark blue hair because they were trying to do black. But they used blue, and he's wearing like a green shirt, and he looks like a businessman. And the other
That's
guy,
probably wild.
the other guy has giant rocker hair, a red headband under his hair. So that means he put the headband on, pulled his hair up and over it, and then he has red wristbands, and they're both holding guns. And it's Lucky and Wild.
So
by Namco.
there was we used to play it all the time because we all belonged to like a pool club. Like me and all my friends, it was like you had like a pool club that you pay like a membership for the summer, and you all go to.
Club.
Yeah,
That's interesting because me and my friends had a Lucky and Wild Club membership, but we just went
There's a
swimming.
pool there. But it was cool because if you played one player, you had basically a wheel and like a gun, so you had to drive while you were shooting.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
That
cool.
was Lucky, I think. And then Wild just had one gun,
Mm.
so he had a lot easier of a job. You had to be driving with a gun.
And shooting.
But what we would do is 3 of us would play it, and
What?
we'd all crowd around this really tiny thing that was already very small for 2 people.
Yeah.
And 3 people would cram in, and it was very fun because each person would be on a gun, and the other person can just focus on driving.
That's Lucky, Wild, and Matt.
Lucky, Wild.
You be Lucky, you be Wild. I'm Matt.
It's just a good memory.
Matt was a Lucky, Wet, and Wild, and Matt was like, "I'm the wet one."
We probably were really wet. We were
Yeah, you
coming out
kids.
of the pool and playing it.
Yeah, that's true.
That's dangerous. You could have got electrocuted.
We could have, but we
One-
didn't.
Speaking of wet, Super Mario Brothers
Ooh.
had a wet level. Do you guys remember the wet level?
Ta-da-ta-ta-ta.
Yeah. So Nintendo put out a game, and first off, Nintendo's getting a lot of shit lately because they keep sending cease and desists out to like people who are doing like cool fan projects and shit. So they're getting a
Really?
lot of
Yeah.
heat.
Can they just stop? Like, you have enough money. Chill out.
Like the Melee community has like special mods you can use to play Melee online, and they keep getting ceased and desisted and by Nintendo and all this bullshit.
Jesus.
Anyway, they just put out probably the stupidest thing I've ever seen. It's a Game and Watch, which that was like Nintendo's like one of their first forays, maybe their first foray into gaming, where these like little games that would tell the time, but also would be like a Tiger game more or less. Mr. Game and Watch from Smash Brothers is a reference to those.
Yeah.
you want to see
There was
it.
like a juggling game.
Yeah.
It was very simple.
So they put out a new Game and Watch that's got Super Mario Brothers, like the old Nintendo game on it, and the Lost Levels. Game and Watch juggling game on it, and it serves as a watch. It'll tell you the time. How much would you pay for this? It's about the size of its Tiger Electronics game.
okay, because it's not
So
an
it's
actual
not-
watch.
It's a watch in that it tells you the time. You don't wear it like a watch.
But it's
yeah.
about the size of like a Tiger Electronics.
Oh, yeah, hold on.
How many levels of Mario are on
It's
it?
Super
Like,
Mario
all-
Brothers, the entire game. It's not LCD. It's like an actual like emulator that'll play the Nintendo game.
Okay, here's what I
And it has the
understand.
Lost Levels.
Shouldn't it be called a game and clock?
That's
Why is it a
very
watch?
fair.
A watch
That's
goes on your
very
wrist.
fair.
That's very fair. You should
know what? I'm
you
gonna
should send out a cease and desist to Nintendo.
I mean,
How much? Why we need to be in the same room?
how much would I pay for it? I have no desire for that. But but if I was like a kid and
Yeah.
like
If you were a
because
wet
even
kid.
if I was a kid,
If
it's
you were a
like
wet
I'd
kid.
rather have like a fucking like Switch,
Yeah.
But all right, so realistically,
Let's think,
what's
yeah.
a fair price? I don't know.
Try to guess.
$40. I know it's more than that.
It
but-
might be.
It's over 9,000.
It's not over
It
$9,000.
might be.
Jesus, what a bad guess, TJ.
It might be.
TJ, just guess.
Stop. I'm a mobile shoot.
That was horrible.
That was
it's
so
over 9,000
perfect.
was really good.
Yeah.
Then you completely ruined it.
It might be stop or my mom will shoot. How much is it? It might be stop or my mom will shoot, says TJ. It's like,
hold on, let me guess. So what do you say?
I'll say 40, but I know it's more than that.
I'll say
based on the way Ian described it.
I'll say one easy payment of $29.95.
it's $50 or $60 depending on where you're getting it.
Up.
Nope.
I mean
That's psychotic.
that's expensive, but you also just told me about Apple headphones that cost $550.
Yeah,
so
that's true. But that's psychotic.
It's insanity, baby. I don't like it.
$550 for headphones. Too much.
That is way.
I know.
Number one,
It's like I have $600 for Christmas. Now all I'm gonna get are Apple headphones and the Super Mario Brothers on Game
Not even
Watch.
because you factor in taxes,
Oh,
and you're in
dude.
debt. You're $50 in debt at
I'm
least.
$50 in debt.
you are actually.
Oh,
Ew,
wait. Can we cancel that order of the Xboxes we just made for
I
$50?
can't.
Please.
Please.
I need it for Christmas.
What do you? I can't.
I need to have Apple headphones and
Let me-
Super Mario Brothers game.
Let me tell you something.
Please.
Let me tell you something about scalpers. Non-refundable.
That's true.
Yeah.
Wow.
Once you go down a scalper's road, you can't go back. Number one, how much did you say was $50?
With tax.
That's the stupidest. It's made for idiots like one of my
Me?
friends named Brian.
Says the guy. How much did you spend on this blue shell here? By the way, says I love that you are passing judgment where you bought a blue shell and left at our apartment and refused to take it back. So there's just a blue shell that's sitting in our
It's
room.
not, it's I won that shell and I think. Oh no! I bought.
No, you
that
bought
shell.
that shell.
You definitely
I
bought,
bought
it.
it-
Oh, come on.
Here's
I
what I
won
did.
the shell.
Here's what I did. I
You
bought that shell for my friend Mike, who did the logo for Unlimited Lives, and is like, I've known forever, and he loves Mario Kart.
He loves Mario Kart, but he's also very famous for hating plush.
yeah, which I didn't know. And I was like, here, man, I got you a gift, and he was like, I don't want it. I don't want it.
That's so funny. But it's so funny because TJ didn't learn the lesson at all because when he stayed here, he just left it here. It's like, oh, we don't want this. Like, no, keep it.
We don't want it either.
Yeah, I hope that thing stays here forever. I know you're gonna shove it in my bag when I'm like not looking and
Oh,
leaving.
No,
Yeah.
it's like a vampire. You need to welcome it back or we can't give it to you.
I'm gonna stuff it under your shirt so you're walking around with this big spiky bulge. You're like, oh, I guess I'm gaining weight.
Hey, guess how much I paid for that
At
thing?
least $20.
20 Google bucks.
Ah.
Thank you. Only for Google Play.
What do you guys want to talk about? You want to talk about Monster Hunter?
Yeah, let's.
That time you're wrong. Matt actually did all the research on this one today. I brought it up with him, and he looked up a lot of like the actual inner working. So,
Oh, yeah, you guys
this
are
is
really excited.
interesting.
so for those of you who don't know, Monster Hunter, I think it was released in China, or at least like
Never heard of
it
it.
was leaked in China because the Chinese population is very upset with a joke in it.
We'll
where-
give the context because I didn't even know what this game was.
We've talked about it on the show
Okay.
before, but for those of you who don't know, Monster Hunter is a very, very slick movie coming up based on the Monster Hunter video game franchise, where this is cool. It's a group of army people who go to fight the fucking monster hunter world.
Did you know that, Matt?
Ian told me.
Yeah,
Did
it's
you-
just atrocious.
Can you I mean, we did a whole thing on it, but like, how annoying is that?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that could have just been any movie
It could have been-
ever.
it's like here's
It's
a
so
Legend of
stupid.
Zelda movie. I really
Yeah, for
Yeah.
real. Just
Yeah.
like anything.
That's like if you made a battleship movie and then you made a cool alien world and then they fall into a wormhole and they wake up on a battleship and they're like, uh-oh,
You're just
there's a
talking
war.
about Pacific Rim.
Whoop, yep.
Was there? You didn't see Battleship? Did you? Because I'm really curious. I mean, I know that movie was horrible, but did they find a way to shoehorn like
Yes.
a brilliant military leader that's just like, try it right here?
Yes. Yes.
Sir, it's a miss. Okay, try it right. But just like find it. He's like, I'm triangulating the position. Try it right here.
Yes.
We're detecting missiles coming in. It's 3 miles away from us. They don't know where we are either, sir.
Oh, sir, we have a missile coming in at B4. It's like, oh no.
Dude, I want to see a movie that's like Cube, except it shoots in ladders.
Oh my God, Cube was so crazy. I think they actually did shoehorn the line. They sunk our battleship. I
Uh,
swear. I could be wrong.
No, I believe it.
I finally got Iceborne Alpha Monkey, but haven't found the movie. Oh, okay. So with Monster Hunter, it's going to be a blockbuster hit.
Well, the whole thing is a lot of people are mad because like this is a stupid story. It's just like a dumb blockbuster that's entirely like built around getting a Chinese market, and the Chinese market is very mad at the movie due to a line where a Chinese American character says what he's talking about. He's talking to his buddy in the car, and he goes,
"It's like an Australian."
It's an Australian.
The whole thing
Chinese
is like
guy.
they're army people from all over. Like they're all teaming up. So you have like an Australian guy, and a Chinese guy.
But the Chinese guy goes, "What kind of knees are these?" The guy goes, "I don't know." And he goes, "Chinese."
Oh my god!
And it's like it's just a dumb joke to us, but I guess the way it's like translated in China, you could probably explain this a little better than I can.
So at first, like China got super upset, and like Americans didn't know the context. They thought maybe it had something to do with like the old childhood limerick.
What?
It's like Chinese, Japanese.
Oh yeah,
dirties,
look at these. Yeah.
It's inappropriate.
Well, that's also in the movie House of a Thousand Corpses.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Remember?
It's actually just in there.
Yeah, swear to God. The Sherry Moon zombies like taunting in a hotel room, taunting the girls.
But also that movie famously did very poorly in China.
Exactly.
But one, that's a joke on like American playgrounds. Like Chinese people wouldn't be. They probably don't know the context of like what 5-year-olds are saying at Rolling Hills Elementary.
No,
and
that's not where they said it. They said it at St. Gregory's.
No, they said it at Dave and Buster's. And two, it's not there's plenty of Japanese, Sudanese, like ease is it's just a play on the word. So he says these are Chinese. So that's not what was offensive. What's offensive is the translation. There's obviously just like a lot of like nationalism there, and like kind of animosity towards the US, which we also have because we're living in a fucked up world.
Yeah, we're living in America.
The way it was translated was or like perceived by their audience is that like Americans have the Chinese on their knees or something. It was very much like this is America, attacking the honor of China. And so it had a lot of backlash, and
so much so that like a bunch of Chinese movie theaters just aren't showing it. Like it's being pulled from Chinese theaters because like we refuse to show this movie. They had to recut the film to take the scene out.
Oh my god!
But
I wonder if it'll be in the American version.
I don't think so. There's just such a backlash. It's like literally this movie. Everyone was mad because all it is pandering to Chinese. Every American was mad. It was just pandering to Chinese audiences. And now there's like it's going to make no money in China because it's become this huge like cultural nationalism issue.
What?
Yeah, I don't know. So the person that says it is MC Jin. Who's very prominent. Like he was the first, I'm pretty sure, first Chinese American to be signed to a major label in America. Wow. He's a rapper. And so he's big here, but he's also big in China. Yeah. And I don't know if he's gonna be getting backlash, but he like posted like a apology video on Instagram and like to exactly what I would expect. He's like, yeah, this was not meant to be. It's just like camaraderie, a stupid joke. He's like, army guys.
He's like, I'm so sorry. I know the joke goes Chinese, Japanese, Sudanese. He's like, I'm so sorry. I messed up that joke.
But so that's the controversy in a nutshell.
Yeah,
that's interesting.
Just it's just wild.
It's funny how like if someone does that overseas with like America, like no one cares. Like I can't think of one instance.
The thing. We wouldn't care, but we have the same people in America that would get if there was like a foreign film. I mean, well, Parasite won the Academy Awards, and it didn't even have anything to do with Americans.
Yeah,
it had fucking millions of people complaining because an award.
Yeah. That's the thing is Americans have no idea what the hell's going on in foreign films.
That is true.
So
they walk in, they're like, "What words on the screen? What is this, a book?"
I love that you think they walk into foreign films.
Yeah.
Wait a minute.
Well, they walk in accidentally.
Yeah, they walk in. They go, "Excuse me, I thought this was the Jean-Claude Van Damme movie. Is this not the movie?" One time I went to go see.
What accent is that?
That's Texas, Carolina. Excuse me.
That's right. I don't know why you're laughing.
I wanted to make sure you knew.
Yeah, why are you laughing? I'm not kidding. He goes,
it's a David Buster's accent.
He goes, is this the Sylvester Stallone movie? And they're like, yes, sir.
Yes, it's his French film, L'amour dans le bleu.
La Bleu. Le on blad.
Le jeu tatois la bois.
He's like, hold on. This isn't about Sylvester's little Stallone kicking ass. Hold on. What'd that subtitle say about Americans being short-tempered?
We ain't short-tempered.
Get the gun.
Sir, you can't bring a gun in here, sir.
I didn't. It's in the car. But
Oh, that's
I
fine.
asked my wife to get it. That's why I said get the gun.
Sir, are you hiding a gun in your popcorn, sir?
Why don't you reach in and find out?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's the
wow.
equivalent of the old like dick in the popcorn. It's like they puts
Yep.
it in there. It's like, ooh, what's this?
Oh.
Oh yeah, motherfucker.
You guys ever do that?
The gun or the dick?
Alpha Monkey
Both.
says he worked in a theater back in the day when Kung Fu Hustle and Crouching Tiger came out. People left because of that, because it
Holy
was
crap.
subtitled.
And is this in Ireland, Alpha Monkey? You said Ireland, I think. So you said I think he's from Ireland. Can you imagine how would you not know what the movie? Why would you not know what you're in for with a movie called The Kung Fu Hustle?
I say,
Also,
this movie is not in English. Oh God, I don't have an Irish accent right now. Hold on. Hoity toity. Hey, top of the morning to you. This movie doesn't have an Irish accent. Get the shillelagh.
Oh, blimey! Crouching Tiger, Hidden Dragon isn't a porno.
le cheval, tout toi, tout je sais pas.
Everyone, every single person in the EU marches out of the movie.
EU. The EU. You imagine seeing Crouching Tiger and not knowing what it is. You're like, wait a minute. What the fuck is this?
Votre maman. Qu'est-ce que c'est ça?
Sacre bleu, this is not a porno.
Was ist this?
Guten Tag.
Yeah, good.
Oh,
Laser
God.
tag.
Oh, we have fun here.
Why don't you scroll down a bit, see if there's another
Sure.
story. I have a couple of other ones that are just okay, but oh my God, wrong window. How embarrassing. Oh, yeah.
Donkey.
You guys want to talk about Spider-Man?
Yeah, let's talk about Spider-Man.
Guys, you know how like Spider-Man 2 came out and you're like, oh, obviously there's two Spider-Mans because it's Spider-Man 2.
Mhm.
Then you were wrong.
That might be my new catchphrase.
That's a great catchphrase.
Spider-Man 3 is coming out, and it does have 3 Spider-Mans in it.
Well, they already made Spider-Man 3.
Well, the new one with Tom Holland.
Tom
Yeah,
Holland.
This is Spider-Man 3.
Do you know Tom Holland is Matt's favorite actor because he's also from Holland?
Oh,
I am from Holland, Pennsylvania, not
Yeah.
not Holland, the country.
the country. What language do they speak in Holland, Pennsylvania?
English.
Pennsylvania Dutch.
Thank you.
No,
I think so.
no.
Mm.
There are
Yeah.
Pennsylvania Dutch people
Sing?
there.
Yeah,
They
we're
your
sitting
family.
next to one.
Yeah.
No,
Yes.
stop.
Why you're Dutch? What do you mean?
A little Dutch
Get
boy.
my gun. Get
Um,
my dick.
So apparently, Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield, for those of you with insider knowledge, both former Spider-Man,
That's true.
they're both going to apparently be in the sequel to Spider-Man Far From Home. So it seems like there's some kind of Spider-Verse thing going on.
that's a for real thing.
That's fun.
That's what IGN said. It's reported. It's a rumor, but it seems pretty credible. People are reporting on it.
That'd be pretty. I mean, that'd be pretty badass.
I do think it's funny, though. It's like we already have a Spider-Verse movie. It's like, do
Yeah.
you think they're also going to cross in the Miles Morales, like,
Spider-Gwen.
into the Spider-Verse? And then are they also going to cross in the other Spider-Man universe going on right now,
Yep,
which is
also-
Venom?
Venom and Morpheus.
Oh, with like Tom Holland? Or not?
No.
Tom Hardy. Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy.
I would love it if they were just like, yeah, every single Spider-Man franchise all at
Well,
once,
yeah,
I
all in the
also
same
love
movie.
like you got like Into the Spider-Verse was so fucking good.
Yeah.
But I also love, it's like a pretty diverse movie. Black and like Spider-Gwen's a woman, and so you have a Japanese Spider-Man. So
Yep.
Spider-Man's from
You can't
all
say that.
these. Well, yeah, I'm sorry. One from Japan,
Yeah.
and so they all come together, and then I like the idea of Spider-Man 3 just being like the 3 white Spider-Man. It's like Into the Spider-Verse, 3 like very well-paid white men
Oh my god,
sharing
so
a movie.
funny. That's so funny. They're like, we need diversity. It's like, oh, cool.
There's
Is
a
Miles
spider
gonna-
that got bit by a radioactive white man.
So Is Miles Morales going to be in this Spider-Man with 3 Spider-Man?
We don't know
We don't
anything about that. Maybe.
I mean, they should, but then you're just making Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse,
Yeah.
the movie, like, which you can't do that.
Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse, the movie 3.
Yeah.
Spider-Man.
Spider-Man's 3 Spider-Man Far From Into the Spider-Verse, the movie, not
featuring
the animated
Venom.
one. Featuring the Hardy Boys fame Venom. That's what he was from.
Tom Hardy was?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Look it up. Why would I lie?
There's literally no reason to lie about that.
I'm gonna look it up. I'm gonna fact check this.
Don't fact check
Let's see
it.
any
please.
Pinocchios. How many Pinocchios does TJ get for that
Oh,
one?
no.
Well,
No,
here's
no,
the
no,
thing,
no.
it's only one Pinocchio, but the nose, it's like 20 pages long. This nose, I have to keep side scrolling.
You swipe right on that nose.
No, please. I mean, if they really do that, I think that'd be pretty cool. But it is funny. It's just 3 white dudes.
Yeah.
It is funny. It's like nowadays, like, well, this movie won't get made.
Well, Tobey Maguire's kind of old now, so that's diversity.
Yeah, I guess it is. And Zach, it's also like Tobey Maguire is the only American.
He also got fat, so
Toby.
he's Tobey Maguire now.
Tobey Maguire.
Did he
get
actually?
fat?
I don't know.
Oh, did he get fat like Jesse Plemons when they did the
Mm,
El Camino movie?
Yeah.
That poor actor. That actor's like, I heard him in interviews and he's really funny and friendly and seems really nice. And I felt really bad when I watched it. I was like, oh, he got chubby.
well, I knew he got chubby because I saw him on Fargo.
Oh, Fargo.
Yeah.
I'm gonna watch that.
I knew he got chubby because every morning I sneak into his room and put donuts in his coffee.
Oh, in his coffee?
Yo, I really liquefy them so he can only. It just feels like heavy coffee.
You put like one donut in the coffee and he doesn't notice. He's just like, whoa, wow, the coffee is heavier than usual.
Because the donut would soak up all the coffee.
No, I
This is what-
liquefy it. I put it in my hands and I do this.
Oh, are you that
so
strong
much.
that you can
I
liquefy?
have a lot of forearm strength. It gets into a tender pulp, and then I further mash it, and then he drinks it every morning. He doesn't understand why he's gaining those pounds, but I know.
Why would you do that to him?
As a prank.
Oh, it's a pretty good prank.
Do you guys have a pre-existing relationship?
Yeah.
Never met him in my life.
Just break
I
into
haven't
some.
said one word to him.
What? You just break into his house? And
I don't break in. I kick it in. I kick in his house, and every morning he wakes up, drinks his coffee, calls a door repairman. It's his little routine.
his routine.
Does he make his coffee the night before? You get his
No,
coffee?
I make his coffee for him.
Okay, so he wakes up and just goes, "Why is there a hole in the door? Hey,
Why is-
coffee."
More importantly, why is there coffee made?
More
Would
importantly,
you question if you had a hot, delicious cup of
Joe?
coffee? I mean, and granted, this tastes like a donut too, so this is really good
That's true.
coffee.
What kind of donut? Is it just like a cinnamon sugar donut or
It's just Boston cream.
it's the worst donut to put in a cup
Boston
of coffee.
You
just mushy.
You just notice.
Well, wait, hold on. Why am I the crazy one? People put cream in their coffee all the time.
Not Boston cream.
Why not?
Because it has a whole different taste.
It's cream.
Oh, my coffee tastes like Boston cream.
Sacre bleu.
Got my gun.
It tastes like a creme.
Nothing I'm saying is weird. You two are the weird ones.
Nothing. Oh, you're right. You know what? He's right. If I woke up and just saw a hole in my door, but I saw a piping cup of Joe. Well, better call a repairman. This coffee's terrible.
Also, actually, looping back to Spider-Man, also Kirsten Dunst is going to be apparently in the new Spider-Man, which is funny because she was married to Jesse Plemons in that season of Fargo.
Oh,
And Alfred Molina, who played Doc Ock in Spider-Man 2, is also reportedly going to be in the new
what
Spider-Man.
the hell?
How's their weight doing? Have you been fucking around
Oh,
with any of
no.
them too?
Yeah.
Oh, we love it.
Oh, it's so funny. What a stupid bit with the donut. Oh, it really made me laugh. Oh my
damn.
god, it made me laugh.
Have you been?
I said
I have to. I like Amanda gets to do it. She'll never listen to the podcast, but I love to just tell her like, "Hey, you were in it a lot."
Nice.
Yeah.
Guys, we have a new fastest selling PC game of all time.
Oh, let me guess. That Nintendo clock.
Yep, the Nintendo clock is the number one selling PC game of all time.
They have the balls to call it a watch. Can't wear it, idiots.
I have a guess.
Yeah, I guess.
Jez ball.
Oh, I love Jezball.
Jezball. Well, like the
Jezball's
new
the-
Jezball.
Jezball is what it is. It's a really hard rubber ball, sort of like a lacrosse ball, and
I
you
don't
have
think TJ's ever played
I don't
Jezball.
think you've. Hey,
Yeah.
name one level in Jezball.
Go on.
the first level.
All right,
That's
checks
true.
out.
Yeah, it checks out.
Yep,
I guess
So-
he has played Jezball.
So,
Yeah,
so
Jezball.
those of you who aren't OG gamers,
Okay, go on.
Jezball was a game came with many old like PCs, and laptops. It was like just one. It was like a Minesweeper kind of thing, and
It was in the BOEP, the Best of Windows Entertainment
there would be
package.
a
What are you
ball.
talking about?
There would be a ball that'd be going around the screen, and you had to click and make like a line, almost like Snake. And
Almost.
if you touched both sides of the walls, it would be solid, and now the ball hits against it. But if it hits it while it's still being made, you're out. You're
You're out.
jez out of luck, as they say. And so that's why my guess is they revamped Jezball, and not only did the boomers all jump on board, and Gen X and millennials,
JezX.
Jez X, but all these new Zoomers, these Gen Z, are real excited about it. They want to play Jezball. So I'm guessing this is the one that broke the internet. Did this break the internet?
It definitely was. You know what? I think it was Jezball.
Actually, it's Shadowlands. It's World of Warcraft Shadowlands. Nice. You get the second place prize though.
Well, if you guys don't know Shadowlands, it's a game where it's a ball, like a hard rubber ball.
Honestly, they completely ripped off Jezball, but it has a different name. The new World of Warcraft expansion is entirely a Jezball ripoff.
Wow. For shame.
Foreshadow. Go on.
Yeah, that's it. Shadowlands is the fastest selling PC game of all time. It's pretty good. I'm still playing. They just opened up the raid today, and I threw a tea party the other day for all the vampires. It was pretty good.
Oh
I'm
my
really-
god.
What does fastest sell? Like, what's that mean?
What does
I
it
have no
mean?
fucking idea.
Because I feel like they say that with like every new game.
It
Like,
means it probably had like the most sales in the first week.
I feel like they could say that. It's just like a new game comes out. It's like, fastest selling in a 4 week, like fastest selling in a 1
Actually,
hour.
when they say it's fastest selling, they mean it takes the least amount of time for people to buy it. So like,
Yeah, it's
you
one-
like it's like one click. It's like, oh, that was quick, and it's like, yo, that game sold so fast. That's
'Cause
it.
I just remember when we were following Star Wars a lot, like that, like pre-sales. It's like, oh, it broke records, and like then you look and it's like the last 10 movies like all broke records. And,
Yeah.
like, that movie did horribly. So
Rise of Skywalker did.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
so I don't know.
Mm.
I don't know what to believe.
I heard the Mandalorian broke records.
Yeah, I heard it was the fastest selling watchable thing. The way it hits your eyes, like, it's like speed of light
It's
kind of
a
thing.
little
Yeah.
faster.
Yeah,
They
it's
greased it
little-
up a little bit. It goes a little faster speed of light.
Greased it up a little bit. Oh my god. How
So
fun.
have you played it yet, Ian?
Shadowlands?
Yeah.
I don't think I've done anything else since that fucking thing came out.
Yeah,
Oh,
Ian's
okay.
just been playing that for real. I've been trying to get Ian to play it's a tic-tac-toe online game.
What's it
Yeah.
called?
Tic-tac-toe.
Oh my god, I want to play.
Well, it's like, hold on. Number one, it's exclusive. Number two, it's like $40 and you have to join an email list. And then if you get welcomed in.
Yeah,
then
it's
I
not
have-
like regular tic-tac-toe. It's
No.
not just like OXO. You can actually customize the character. So like
Yep.
one person could be J and the other person could be $sign.
Yeah.
Does it come with the clock?
Yeah, they mail you a clock and it goes on your wrist.
Wow.
It's like it's really tiny. But the whole thing is like, here's when I got accepted into the tic-tac-toe game, I had one invite and I sent it to Ian. Ian has an invite, not to make it awkward for you right now, but
Yeah,
Ian has an invite, but you'd have to get it through him.
I'll use it after I'm done throwing tea parties for vampires and Shadowlands.
Can't believe you said that.
That's really something you do in it. You really throw tea parties for vampires.
Do you feel left out about the
Wow.
tic-tac-toe game, Matt? You'd have to ask Ian for his
Well, here's the thing, because this is what I can't stop thinking of now.
What?
Do you think the inventors of tic-tac-toe got really pissed at the makers of Tic Tacs, the little mints? Because interest there's definitely
gotta be a
brand
conflict of
confusion.
interest.
And if I can't play tic-tac-toe, I'm gonna play tic-tac-throw, and I'm gonna throw tic-tacs at both of you until they get
No,
caught in
don't
your
do that.
throat.
Oh Jesus!
And
You know how
then-
many you'd have to shove 10 in our throat. I have a
I will.
big throat.
I will.
I could swallow a whole apple.
I will. I'll
What do you mean, ew?
Ew.
Why is that gross?
Swallowing a whole apple?
Did you ever try to pass
I can
an
swallow
apple?
a whole apple. I just have to bite into it and chew it first. But
That's not what he meant, and you
No,
know it.
I meant I swallow it whole.
jeez, it.
Well, that's what I do.
I'm gonna throw Tic Tacs at you.
Don't you dare! Look caught in me gullet. The last thing you had is a donkey
Mm-hmm.
trash
Mm-hmm.
videos.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Elaborate.
Video game donkey.
Who is a competitor of ours, so we shouldn't give them
Oh,
too
shit.
much.
Yeah, we
praise.
should. We're right up there with video. It's like people are always like, "What do you like better, video game donkey with 1 million views or unlimited lives with 2 viewers?"
Well, that's not that too.
That
It's
two
first
means-
off, that's a round number, so you don't know.
No, you have to
There
round
could
up.
be, that could be 2 million. It could be
Yep.
2
Yep.
trillion.
You didn't see this. Like
so
there's
you don't know.
it's cut off, so it could be 2.K.
Although I do wonder, it's actually, it has an eye and it says 2. Does that just mean one person is watching with both their eyes? Or it could mean two Dan Crenshaws are watching? Or
Don't you bring up
Representative
Dan Crenshaw.
Dan Crenshaw
Don't
from
you-
Texas, the one-eyed congressman.
Don't you bring up Dan Crenshaw. in the
Listen,
sounds.
he's been doing these trash videos where he says like,
Donkey, not Crenshaw.
Donkey.
no, Crenshaw's videos are always gold. We love watching Crenshaw's videos. He made a video saying like, I put so much effort into editing my videos and I still like look at the amount of views I get a month versus, a channel like that just spits stuff out nonstop. Like just kind of like, oh, here's, an hour of an Among Us stream or like, 20 minutes of an Among Us stream.
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, so I'm just going to be doing, and he made the stupidest schedule you've ever seen where it's like drama Mondays where I talk about all the drama in games, and it's going to be Among Us Tuesdays, and then it's Minecraft Wednesdays, and then Among Us Thursdays. And
Oh
it's just
my
like,
God.
he did a video. It was very funny. And he told a schedule, but he's actually been following it and putting out a video every day of just the stupidest stuff. Like, Minecraft, but Donkey Kong stole my diamonds. And it's just him playing Smash Brothers as the Minecraft guy. So he's just lying about what he's doing.
Oh,
He
it's
had
funny.
$1 million 1v1 Among Us tournament where it's just literally like the killer just kept killing the other guys. It was like the first to 3 wins, and it was just whether or not you were the killer.
Oh my God, that's really funny.
It's been very funny, and he's been putting them out every day, so I recommend checking that out.
Oh, let's check. Even though it's our competitor,
Yeah.
and even though
competitor.
I'll tell you what, we're legally because we are this website supported by bigfollow.com. Don't go to that website. For else not a bit. Don't go to that
Oh
website.
shit! Don't they give us $50 an episode?
Yes, it's Google Pay.
That goes into our Xbox fund.
That
It
goes
does
into
have
our
an
Xbox fund. Guys, I know what we can do with our Xbox.
What?
Let's give them to Crenshaw.
Oh my God, we should give it to Crenshaw.
Do you think he
To
could-
Representative Dan Crenshaw from Texas, the one-eyed congressman.
Was a congressman?
Yeah.
Yeah, I wonder if he'd be able to play. Let's throw them at him. He would just miss.
No, yeah, it's bad.
Wait,
depth
what was that old?
perception.
Depth
What was that
perception.
old? Do you guys ever play that old arcade game where you threw Xboxes at a one-eyed congressman?
Oh, that was a David Buster.
That was Lucky and Wild.
Lucky and Wild. That was it.
Yeah.
You drove around in a car throwing Xboxes at congressmen,
Yeah.
but it only got new points if they only had one eye.
Yeah.
Hey guys, what a fun show! Ian, you want to hit the button? The
Can
pink
I?
one. Yeah,
To end it?
hit the pink one. Ah, how fun. Matt, if I went into a Dave and Buster's and I saw a high score and it was a Twitter handle, what would it be?
Matt Radlow.
Ooh, and also, Wow, What a Story podcast.
Yeah, but I still need to do more episodes.
No,
so
just
don't
I will
bother.
go listen to the old ones. They're amazing.
Nah, I still owe people episodes.
Oh, that's fine. And
Sorry.
that's fine. Ian,
Yeah.
if I went to Dave and Buster's and I saw in a stall for a good time, tweet at this handle. What would it say?
I was gonna do a bit, but yeah, that is
Oh,
where
what
my
is your
name
bit?
would be at, right? Dave and Buster's. It's
What's-
at Rex Saucy. Give me a follow. You'll like what you see.
What's your bit?
No, I thought you were gonna say who you guys second place high score, and I'd say probably be ass or dick or something.
Oh, that's funny.
That would've been funny.
I wish I said it.
Can we buy a Lucky and Wild cabinet and the three of us can try to sneak
Yeah.
on that little bench together and play?
Tell me how much. Tell me how much it is
Look,
for
it's
one
like
of
a
them.
cool car.
Yeah,
too.
but how much is it? Find it on the eBay's. You can follow me at TJ Del Reno on all social media at Unlimited SXM on Twitter and Unlimited Lives Radio on Instagram, and then follow us on Facebook, Unlimited Lives. It's so fun. What a great time, guys. See you next time on After Dark.
Howdy, folks.
Oh.
It's me, Dan Crenshaw.
Oh, hello, Mr. Crenshaw.
I listened to the whole episode.
Did you?
And I get my gun. I didn't like it.
Oh my God, he's reaching into his popcorn, Matt.
Oh my
Reach
God.
in. Get the gun first.
My depth perception
His dick
so
is in here.
Crenshaw fooled you.
It's shriveled.